Oh, fuck. Finally. What up, everybody? Welcome back to NGA with YouTube's Attitude. I'm Jared. I'm flowing solo this time, just for this week, as it's been a very, very long Monday. But, Digimon Adventure. Episode 10. Finally did double digits. And the beginning of a new arc, I believe. I just had alcohol in there. I can't have that. Oh, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Episode 10 of Digimon Adventures. So, let's get this started. Be sure to give this video a like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon, notify more, post more videos, and go live and follow our social media and our Twitch. So we pick up where we left off last week with Metal Tyrannomon just wrecking shit, and so the team just retreat, go into hiding, but got these Soundbirdmon still looking for that, still like looking for their location so that once found, Metal Tyrannomon can finish the job. While they're hiding, Agumon is out for some time because he took a bit of an ass kicking. And but he wakes up and get to the next scene or something to show that I don't have to get in trouble for. Because that's the last thing we really need. I think this is good. Close to where the thumbnail is for this video this week. Matt Yamato has a bit of an issue about that information Ogremon gave. He's like, oh, why should we trust him? What if he was just trying to protect? But Tai believed in Ogremon's message of where to go to find the Holy Digimon to save them because what he tells Yamato is that the fight between Ogremon and Greymon wasn't the sense of anything but just pride. He saw in Ogremon's eyes that he believed him. He didn't care if they were a friend or foe. It's just like he believed him because there was a sense of the pride I just mentioned. And yeah, Yamato and Tai have a little bit of a standoff because like they've always had this like clash of ideals. It's like it's been a thing since forever. And like even like Joe is like, I'm just feeling the bad. You could cut the tension with the knife. He's like, bad vibes all around this room. I ain't with it. Mimi was like, he tried to be like, should I say something to them? He's like, yeah. I'm like, nah, hell no, I ain't saying none of that. Yeah, Joe is just trying to look cool because he's the older of the kids. But yeah. So, but Izzy, being the whiz kid that he is, comes through, coming up with a new feature in the Digivice, basically to like map out, like just basically form this like map of sorts. Let me see, and like I don't even know how to really explain. It's just it is a map that Koshiro Izzy discovers that he can like sync with his computer and the Digivice. It maps out where they need to go to find the Holy Digimon. There's like several points shown, and then I'm gonna let the scene show for itself. And he also sends these coordinates to everyone's Digivices as well, which again makes me question what can't this Digivice do at this point? Making me think if we get a season 2 with Davis and the others, where their Digivices have the same mechanics but boosted up more, because that's how their Digivices worked in the original timeline, the original Digimon universe, where it was like the 01 cast had their basic Digivices and can get into the digital world and all that stuff. But the 02 cast can get into the digital world, go Digi-Armor, Digi-Evolving, and all that shit. So if we get an 02 with them, where their Digivices just be hulked out versions of what we have now, because oh man, That'd be crazy. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to show. So yeah, this is basically the laid out map that Izzy was able to discover in um and one of those points is what Ogremon sent them to. Like he said, go straight, and that's one of the directions you see in the middle, right here. That's where Ogremon directed them towards. So Ogremon was telling the truth, and Yamato had to change his tune up real quick and be like, so he cannot have sound playing. What the fuck was that for? So yeah, Yamato changed his tune. He's like, Ogremon was telling the truth. Yamato is still that, he's that really bad boy type, but he's coming around working as a team and trusting in others. And his arc that we will go through next week. For now, this is Tai's arc with Agumon with their courage. Yeah, so they had the idea, but then Koshiro came up with this idea to deal with Metal Tyrannomon and gave the battle strategy to Tai to deal with it. And while the others went to go check out that path that laid out by Ogremon. So I wanted to make note about the art in this episode because it feels like it was not the best. The first half of it was not the full best, but it changed. Like it just like switched gears way quick during like the climax of the episode. But I'm gonna show a screenshot of that when I can. So yeah, it's Greymon versus Metal Tyrannomon. Izzy came up with the idea that the palms and Metal Tyrannomon's hand can be switched off from the lightning attack to his homing missile attack. Like, within that time, the Metal Tyrannomon would switch. That would be the opportunity to strike. And while Tai is dealing with that, the others are going. Like I said, they're going to check out the area, but when they get there, it looks like they can't really cross because they find this river of poison miasma, as you see here. So it's like they cannot cross that. And to test it out, Mimi takes Joe's. Hold on a moment. Okay, back to the story then. It's a lot harder when I don't have anyone here because everyone's busy. As I was saying, miasma. So, as I was saying before I got interrupted, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Mimi took Joe's exam prep book, threw it in the miasma river, and it just disintegrated like that. So that it's not ideal for it's not ideal for our chosen children. But they have to figure out a way across to get to their destination. But they'll figure out a plan. They will figure out a plan. For now, it's just was it still Greymon taking on Metal Tyrannomon. We get a flashback of Koshiro explaining the plan to Tai I just mentioned, with the whole switching out to strike at the right time. And it's like They keep getting knocked back. Ty and Greymon getting knocked back, and Ty is riding on top of Greymon, so like he gets thrown to a tree at one point. I'm like, yo, my God, is Ty okay? What the fuck? He's taking a beating. Greymon's taking a beating, but they're still holding out. And throughout the episode, you see Ty's Digivice, like, I want to say charge. It's charging, and like obviously the crescendo of said charge is when Greymon evolves into Metal Greymon, which I think I will show that part at least. But leading up to that, like I said, they're getting knocked back. Like they're getting knocked back hard, but they're not giving up. So I will show the scene of the evolution of Metal Greymon. I just can't have sound play. But yeah, as you see, it's something similar we've seen with the other cast of Digimon digivolving into their champion form, but this time it's Agumon or Greymon into his ultimate form of Metal Greymon. But it's like I said, it jumped from basic to supercharged in its art, like OD quick. Like look at that. I think I'm gonna just leave. I think I'm. I wanted to leave at that point of Metal Greymon, but yeah, no, Metal Greymon is here, and like it was a quick fight. Obviously, we were close to the end of the episode where Metal Greymon doing his moves, basically the moves we already know with his claw, his homing missiles from his chest, and yeah, he just tossed Metal Tyrannomon up into the miasma, and he just gone. So now, with all that said and done, they need a plan now to get to where they need to get to. So Sora comes up with the idea to split up into two because they are like, okay, we can go one way. We can go. There are two routes to go: the right route or the left route. So Sora decides that they should split in a team of two to see what this leads them to. And then that's it. So then we get a preview of next week's episode of Matt, Yamato, and Garurumon. Get Garurumon digivolving into Garurumon. So what we call this? Like the ultimate Digivolution arc? But I can't even say that much because we don't even have Patamon yet. So I was like, we're like, that's weird. We're just going. We're going. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna kill him. But yeah, like we're not introduced to Patamon, we're not introduced to Gatomon, but we're just getting straight to the ultimate Digivolution, which makes me think that when Patamon arrives, it's gonna be a big fucking deal when we have Angemon appear because he has to go up against Devimon. And then when Gatomon appears and she ultimate digivolves into Anjuwamon, it's probably going to be a bigger deal if they eventually go up against Myotismon. Like Devimon might actually digivolve into Myotismon. Who knows? I'm throwing that as a theory out. I'm just throwing that theory out there. And then, yeah, so like we're only, as of next week, it'll be 11 episodes out of 66 from what I was just researching not long before I got on here. There are 66 episodes. We already went through the first 10. We have 56 more episodes of this show. What the fuck is gonna happen? Like, we're already on Ultimate Evolution, so I think what Toei is doing is just getting it out the way so that when we get to Patamon, Gatomon, it's gonna be a big fucking deal. And then we can get on to their Ultimate Evolutions. go through their ultimate evolutions, and we can get Omnimon again close to the end of the series for something big like the Dark Masters. Because, yeah. Yes, Naruto is playing in the back. I like how I'm now just getting. Oh, I'm getting. Comment. Yeah, I got Naruto SD playing in the background. I really can't really give much of an example of bad animation without getting flagged by Toei, but you'll notice in like the first half of the episode, it's not the animation, it's just like some of the art styles, like some of like the keyframes look a little off. But yeah, no, it's fucking. Yeah, it might not follow the Dark Masters arc, so it just got me questioning, what the fuck is it? What are they gonna do? What can they do? Yes, but that metal reflection is it's it's top notch, bro. It's top notch. But oh fuck, I have no fucking clue. Like this shit. At this point, anything can happen. 66 episodes of the series, we can get just about anything, and I'm all here for it. I'm loving everything Digimon so far, and I guess I'm not really questioning that they're just throwing everything out because we already know about their forms. We know where this goes for them, but it's how they're telling it. It's what makes it a lot more interesting and got me just questioning a lot every time. So yeah, hey, maybe they'll give us something more. Oh yeah, like I was actually thinking about that earlier today. We might get Yggdrasil and the Royal Knights. So if I see a Royal Knight, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie. I will lose my shit. So, and hey, maybe we'll get a more cohesive story on that than we did in Digimon Adventure Try. So maybe we'll get Alpha. It's a high possibility we might even get Alphamon. I hoping we do, because seeing this also makes me think. I always bring this up. It's the Digimon Adventure PSP game, which had all their ultimate forms, had Alphamon, all that shit. So it's like they might be they're borrowing from different parts of Digimon just history all overall, from the shows, games, the lore itself expands upon 20 plus years. So we're getting all that in this series, and you never know, and I'm all for it. But yeah, that's about it. Next week, we're Garurumon. I mean, just the way Metal Greymon looks right here, I already know where Garurumon's gonna look. Mint. Well, that's the thing about the ratings, especially this time frame, with Digimon airing right. It's a problem Toei did to themselves, honestly, at the end of it. Because the time slot Digimon airs is the time slot Dragon Ball Super had. Dragon Ball Super's numbers were doing poor because Toei moved the time slot for Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, which used to be 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Then wait a half hour, Dragon Ball and One Piece at 9, 9:30, respectively. But then let's see. But yeah, when Kamen Rider and Super Sentai moved, Kamen Rider moved to 9 a.m. and dominated the ratings over Dragon Ball, and it's been dominating the ratings even up to now, with going against what was it before Digimon Giga no Kitaro and now Digimon. It's because Kamen Rider is Toei's just like biggest property ever, right next to Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Sentai. But out of all four of those properties, I think it's Kamen Rider. Dragon Ball still makes money overall with merchandise and all that shit, but when it comes to TV ratings, Rider beats it out. And apparently I still get blamed for it, even though I watch both literally at the same time. But fuck me, right? Here's hoping with all the 66 episodes that'll air for Digimon, the ratings will do decent, considering its competition. And Toei shot themselves by fucking themselves over, because they're like, oh, we own these properties, we'll air them whenever. And they're still making money, so I was like, it's not that big of a loss for them. But yeah, what do you guys still think will happen? Well, I'm fucking excited to see what happens next. Stay tuned for more DigiMondays, and yeah, I cannot wait to see where Greymon looks like, so I can just have it plastered up just like I got Metal Greymon right here. It's just absolute mint, bruv. Absolute mint. But until then, catch you guys later. Peace.